2015 is the 175th anniversary of the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic. The story of Liverpool Philharmonic began in 1840 when a group of Liverpool music lovers formed the Liverpool Philharmonic Society. Conductor John Russell led the first performance on the 12th of March 1840 at Mr. Lascelles' saloon on Great Richmond Street. And 3 years later, concerts moved to the Collegiate Institute in Shaw Street. 27th of August 1849 saw the grand opening of the first Liverpool Philharmonic Hall on Hope Street. Not just a major event in Liverpool, it was big news on a national stage. Documents from 1853 show that the orchestra had 51 professional players, securing its place in history as the UK's oldest continuing professional orchestra. From 1880 to 1883, German conductor and composer Max Bruch took up the baton, although it was a tumultuous relationship with the society, performers and audience. Bruch's gripes included a drunk timpanist and audiences who insisted on talking during the concerts. Many of the orchestra's players were on active service during the First World War, but Liverpool Philharmonic presented concerts. In the absence of a principal conductor, guests such as Sir Henry Wood and Sir Thomas Beecham directed concerts, and in 1924, Sir Edward Elgar visited to conduct his Second Symphony. Disaster struck in 1933. A fire that started in the roof of Liverpool Philharmonic Hall soon spread to engulf the building. Orchestral scores and archive were saved in time, but the building and instruments were beyond repair. Architect Herbert J. Rouse was commissioned to build a new hall with a larger auditorium, which included a Walter-Door cinema screen, still very much in use today. The new concert hall opened in June 1939 with an ambitious instrumental and choral programme conducted by Sir Thomas Beecham. It's hard for us today to understand how difficult it must have been to keep things running smoothly during the Second World War. However, despite travelling difficulties, Liverpool Philharmonic's players never missed a concert, never cancelled one, and never began one late. A wartime programme note tells the audience what to do in the event of an air raid. The band, being obviously made of stern stuff, would play on. Lower-priced concert tickets were available for members of the armed forces. Sir Malcolm Sargent was principal conductor from 1942. His tenure saw a number of firsts for the orchestra: recording sessions for HMV Records, performances outside of Liverpool, broadcasts on the BBC, and the first schools concerts, a series that continues to this day. New audiences were drawn to the hall through series like the Industrial Concerts, which offered tickets for local firms. In 1957, the Liverpool Philharmonic Society and Orchestra were granted royal status, and Her Majesty the Queen became patron a year later, a role she has retained ever since. By now, John Pritchard was principal conductor. Young and enthusiastic, he championed contemporary music, launching the Musica Viva series to showcase new works.
The Philharmonic Hall is the home of Liverpool's famous orchestra. But in the summer season, the public for the promenade concerts is so great that performances are held in the boxing stadium, which seats more than 4,000. One afternoon I went into the Philharmonic to hear an orchestral rehearsal. They were playing Elgar's Cocaine Overture.
No. Let's go back to figure 27.
Under the baton of Sir Charles Groves, the orchestra gained much critical acclaim, performed the complete cycle of Mahler symphonies for the first time, and embarked on their first international tour to Switzerland and Germany. In 1988, royal status was granted to Liverpool Philharmonic Choir. Under the baton of Czech conductor Libor Pešek in the 1990s, The orchestra earned an international reputation as the best Czech orchestra this side of Prague. And in 1993, with Pešek, they became the first non-Czech orchestra to give the opening concert in the renowned Prague Spring Festival. Vasily Petrenko was appointed as principal conductor in 2006 and became chief conductor in 2009. Vasily Petrenko presides over a golden age of music making in Liverpool, said The Times in 2013. The Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra and Vasily Petrenko opened Liverpool's year as European Capital of Culture in 2008, with Liverpool Philharmonic playing a central role in many of the highlights of a memorable year. Now celebrating 5 successful years, Liverpool Philharmonic launched In Harmony Liverpool in 2009. Inspired by Venezuela's El Sistema, the project aims to inspire and transform the lives of children and their families in West Everton through the power of high-quality orchestral music making. The orchestra, Liverpool Philharmonic Children's Choirs and In Harmony Liverpool performed together at the world-famous BBC Proms at London's Royal Albert Hall. And now a major refurbishment of our home, Liverpool Philharmonic Hall, is about to get underway, and we're getting ready for our 175th anniversary in 2015.